Hey everybody, Manannan here. Welcome back to Crusader Kings 2 Conclave. Now, just before we begin, I just had a look at West Francia and their coalition of literally the entire of Europe, apparently. And just wanted to check and see if, the Pope was involved, and he is. The Pope apparently has a problem with West Francia, with Charlemagne, the man he will eventually crown as his emperor and protector. He has a problem with him, so that's just a nice little tidbit. Anyway, onwards with the game. I am attempting to basically make enough money to make my little tribal kingdom into a republic. So to do that I need money. And also I think the next thing I'll need after... Well, they won't tell me at the moment. But I'm going to... Can I have my guy build? I think that might be replaced by... Well, I don't know because he's died? He died. Okay. So I've lost my chancellor. My guy. You are awful. Are you better than him? You are better than him. What's his stats? 13, 0, 10. So basically it's either diplomacy. Really. I'm not replacing him for that. But I'll replace you for that. And then you can go there. So there we go. That worked out quite well. I don't have any other vassals to worry about. Literally, I don't think I have enough. I've only got 2 vassals. And they're both in the council. So they're both fine. Now, we're going to have you... Oh, you can do construction. That's good. I wasn't sure whether that would be one of the ones they took away. Because of tribal. And you're going to train troops, I think. Even though we're basically already at full. Because you can never have too many troops, I've found. Now, in terms of what next... I currently have enough land to form the Duchy of the Isles. So, in which case, I do need to make that. And I'll need the money to do that. But additionally, if I want to form a custom kingdom, which I fully intend to do, I need a 3rd duchy. Because I'm not going to have enough land. I mean, most of the land around me is tribal. So that's maximum 2 holdings per county. For me to reach 35, that's a lot of counties I've got to conquer. And that's just not going to work as a tribal Catholic. You've apparently taken favours. Look at that fat bishop. Well, it's disappointing, but understandable. He's no cut chap. I'm going to do that. He's going to be pissed off. But then I'm going to reappoint him. So there we go. And nothing of value was lost. Well, we are going to improve religious relations with the Pope. Because even though he apparently hates Charlemagne, he may be of use. Now, something I did notice just now. I've had a son as well, which is fantastic news, because that means I'm not going to lose. So I'm going to change my son's name to... What's my dad called? Elidir. Oh, it's the same as him. Fantastic. So we're gonna call him Elidir. Now, who are you? Widukind. So did you win your war? He won. Wow. Okay, so Widukind has... reclaimed Saxony for the Germanics, for the Saxons. Good luck, because that's he's got 4,500 troops, which isn't that many. There's not many troops going around at all. Svitjard has made everyone a tribute anyway. Yes, we'll build new buildings. My throwing on will amaze everyone. Who am I going to maim? Will I maim anyone? No one managed to throw further than me. Glorious day. Apparently didn't maim anyone, which is nice. And I've increased my personal combat skill. Look at those dreads. This is a man who'd fight. He'd fight for the man he loves. Now, I've got... Do I have any rivals? I don't have any rivals. It's a shame, because I really want to duel someone. Because I'm scarred, and I have amazing combat. So, I deserve to be a great warrior. And fight everyone in single combat, which is always great. Now... You I mean, that reminds me. Well, it reminds me. It made me think of an idea for perhaps tribal or nomads. I haven't played many nomad characters, so I don't know whether it's actually a feature already. But say you had a claim on some land. I think it applies with rivalry wars, perhaps, for nomads. But say you had a claim for land, and you were a warrior, you were a skill tactician or something of that caliber. You, theoretically, should be able, in certain cultures and religions, to duel that ruler in single combat for the title. Which I think would be possibly a little bit overpowered, but then again, everything is in this game, if you use it a certain way. I mean, for God's sake, they've got horses. People are now making kingdoms of horses. The empire, the Roman Empire has been restored by horses, which is amazing. It's one of the many reasons I love this game, and eventually they'll patch it out, which is a shame. But I have got an idea to use that at some point. So if I don't do it, I'm not going to spoil what it is. Then I can always suppose go back in the beta to a patch where it isn't, where it's still in the game. So what do I need for this? I need money, essentially. We could be friends. High Chief of Obotricia. You are miles away. You're not even Pomerania, which is apparently the leading power in the region, who's joined a coalition, because of course he has. Everyone has joined this coalition. Let's have a look at this. Does it show me coalitions? Is there a coalition map mode? I thought there was. There is. Okay, so that's the coalitions going at the moment. So essentially, oh, Lombardy's dropped out, but basically everyone in Europe, apart from Ragnar Lothbrok and the Umayyads, and now the Lombards, everyone else has a problem with West Francia. So it makes sense. They are a leading military power at this time, and all of this makes sense. But Bavaria, oh dear, we're gonna have Vikings now. Bavaria, this guy got put on the throne, or his dad got put on the throne. No, his brother got put on. Ah, okay, there's the difference. So it was his brother that got put on the throne, not him, and he is his heir. I wonder if I can kill him. I might be able to kill him. I'm gonna see if I can kill him, because if I do, you know, that just makes Frankie even more powerful, which is quite fun to do sometimes. And I can give you a gift, even though I don't really have much money. In fact, do I want to commit money to something I don't really care about? So I'm on 71% already. Send you a gift of 15 gold. They've reduced the cost of stuff like that. That's only 18 gold. Yes, sod it. We're going to try and kill the King of Bavaria. Just to see West Francia get even more powerful. Because he's currently got 5 kingdoms. Maybe he can have a 6th. He's got all the Francias. He's got Aquitaine and Burgundy. He should soon have Bavaria, and he will get the claim. He's looking quite old for 52. He should get a claim on Lombardy soon, which will be interesting to see, because they have reduced the cost for AI to form the Holy Roman Empire. They don't need papal approval to be 100%. They don't need the Pope's opinion to be 100. Human characters still do, but the AI can do it much easier now. It was actually stated in the patch notes that that's what they want to happen, which is fair enough. Now, I might become content, which I do not want, so I'm going to ignore her advice. Because sod you woman, I do what I want. And I can apparently imprison my bishop, which I'm going to do. It's not worked. Okay, well we're going to have to destroy this guy. Because I intend to imprison him and then ransom him. To give me a nice chunk of money. Is essentially the reason for everything I do at the moment. So we need new commanders. So you can be a commander. My daughter can have a focus. I want you to focus on duty. And can I change my thing? No, I can't. For how long? Not in a civil war. Okay, well, I can't do that anyway. Right. Well, there's no point putting it into status of women anyway, because, in fact, does that give me allow change for gender preference laws? So you need to be quite far along to have gender preference. Which I suppose makes historical sense. So there we go, that's that war one, that was simple. So I'm going to enforce demands, imprison this guy, and then he's going to be pissed, but I'm going to ransom him. Can I ransom? I can ransom. Love the bit of gold there. So we're going to ransom him out. And in fact, how many vassals do I have? I don't have many. This guy's got a lot of money. I could imprison him, ransom him, imprison him, ransom him, until I've made enough. I'm going to do that, sod it. YOLO. Hasn't worked. Oh no, he's raised his levies in rebellion again. Well, I'm just going to raid him down again. Where's my bishop? Where's my second bishop? Up here. In the Isles. This guy. Yeah, he's not a huge fan. But again, he has money. Do I have... I do have... Is it... Sorry, I'm just trying to work out if I've got what I thought I have, which is investiture, free investiture. Ransom him. My wife is pregnant, but that can't be right. I'm honestly not fussed. We're both homosexual, and I've gone through all the reasons why we shouldn't have kids. So it's fine. Hire some... No, I trust a word. Imprison. Ransom. We're just going to keep doing this. It's a little bit cheesy, but I am a tribal ruler. I don't really care about public opinion. He's still got money, so we're going to keep imprisoning him. And eventually, what I'll probably do to make sure that he is not overly pissed is I'll imprison him for a final time once I've taken all his money. And then do the same to the other bishop until they've both run out of money. I've got enough now for... No, I don't. I need a little bit more. So we'll probably take that when we siege it down, like so. See, that's making me money as well. Market City. There we go. And when they're both in prison, I will execute them both. Or revoke their titles. Not sure which. And then basically just to have new bishops who will know nothing about what I've been doing. And will be completely none the wiser. So now I'll imprison him again. Because he doesn't have quite enough money to pay his own ransom. So we're going to leave him there for now. Then we're going to send this army up here. And we're going to do the same to this guy because, unfortunately, he's seen too much. This bishop. Far too much. Look at that minus 100. He's not a fan. So what we're going to do is we're going to imprison him. And he's rebelled. That's a surprise. So we are going to go crush him. Siege down his bishopric. And then ransom him again and again and again like we've just done. And you're going to get away. Will we catch this army? We've caught them. So we don't have to have a crossing penalty, which is great. They're going to run away, which is fine, to be honest. I'm just going to raid it. I'm just going to siege down everything. It's just a bishopric. It's very early in the game, so it's not going to have any defenses at all. Much like the other one. But then again, I did... it was very... part of it was because there was no garrison. Because everyone who was garrison there probably left after the 3rd or 4th Civil War. Yeah, I'm going to have to replace a lot of my council. Including my spymaster, who despises me. I'll give it to my wife. She doesn't like me for some reason. Denied advice. I'm going to give you a gift. Will that cheer you up a little bit? You know, from all my stolen money. I've had another daughter. Melisant. Good. Honorary title. High Almoner. There we go. Doesn't that make everything better? Right, so there we go. That's this war done. Force demands. Ransom. And once you're there, lovely stuff. We're going to imprison you again. Ransom. It's gamey, but at this stage I'm not fussed. Let him rot. I don't want a favor. I don't think he's going to be good for it. This guy just keeps getting arrested. I'd stop going home, to be honest. I'd stop going to the same places that they keep arresting me, because they clearly already know where I go. Down to 83. You're almost drained dry, and then I can put you out your misery. And for some reason, his army's still there. I've become a lunatic. Fantastic. Hopefully, I will get the option to appoint my horse chancellor, and I might be able to make a little bit of a horse dynasty going, which would be quite fun. Because I've heard how to do... I know how to do that. So that could be quite good. So we're going to ransom you again. I'm just making so much money from this. Which, as a tribal, is so difficult to do normally. So this is a little bit... Like, I might have to do this again. And then ransom you. Fair enough. And then imprison you. He's raised his flag in rebellion. Okay, well, we're going to just take everything again. Enforce demands. You're both in prison. I'm going to revoke your titles. I cannot because I don't have it. So I'm just going to execute you. So now who is the guy here? Is he pissed? No. Not overly. Well, he is, but not in a way that I need to worry about. And then you can be executed. Lovely stuff. So now new bishops are in command. He's got decent learning, so you can now be there. And you need a place in the council, so you can be there. You are terrible. I'm going to replace you. I care about my council's opinion, but not to the point where they literally don't know how to add up. Then you're not in charge of money. That's just... I'm sorry, I'm a stickler for that. If you don't know what you're actually doing, I'm not giving you the job. So, I mean, I need new tribal organization, don't I? Yes, up to medium. Has voted against. That's annoying. Are they going to reject it? I'll be pissed if they do. Open list of voters. By favour. No. Oh yeah, they all hate me. By favour. No, no one wants to give me their favour. Which is a bit annoying. I may need to... Well, I suppose I could go back to my old strategy of executing everyone in the way. That's one way of sort of dealing with my problems, but possibly not the best. So, you are amazing. I'm going to have you improve relation. Where are you trying to fabricate claims with Gwinnett? Good luck. I hope it goes well. So this is now full. When I have high crown tribal authority, I should be able to... Yes, absolute tribal organization. So, for now, I'm just going to put my prestige that I've earned in my totally legit way. I have 666, and I'm insane. This is fantastic. I'm going to put all my prestige into... Although, do I want to use it for tribal armies? Is there anyone I want to conquer? No, I don't think there is. Okay, well, I'll have to decide soon enough. Because I'm gaining a lot of money now. But I won't be able to actually improve my thing. I'm going to actually have to pay attention to the council, which I really haven't done so far. Now, he's a malcontent, so he's always going to say no. He's returning a favour. He's my friend, but unfortunately he thinks I'm a tyrant, because, you know, the whole minus 460 thing. So, I might need to get rid of him. Fire him from the council. Yes, I'm going to fire you from the council, because you voted against me. And I'm going to order you to take the vows, and also leave my court. I'm basically just going to get rid of everyone I can. Because I know that they don't... if you've got no one on your council, they will... All their votes count as nil. They count as against you. So I gain nothing by doing it, but... Why does he hate me so much? Tyrant. Oh yeah, I executed his predecessor. He knows about that. And my chancellor. I'm going to invite new people to my court. People who won't despise me. We're going to go with nobles, I think. Get a nice variety. You are decent. And you are going to have to be decent, aren't you? Although you are probably a better marshal. So I'm going to fire you. I'm going to change you from marshal to change current position. He'll be my marshal. Lovely stuff. So he is not. He's fine with that, which is good. I thought he would be. You can be a steward, and you're there. So I've basically got a decent council now who don't despise me, which is, you know, I tend to find that's a good thing in my time ruling. My wife is pregnant, and I'm not suspicious this time, so that's something. I want to become exalted among men, which means I need another 300 prestige. I'm no longer lunatic, and I have total silence. Diamonds, gold, diamonds, or wait, what does that mean? Yes, fall in love with me if you would. Fantastic. So that lover actually increases the chance of pregnancy as well, which is quite nice to know. Take her out for a hunt. I want to become a hunter. And I'm going to have you settle a tribe in Argyle. Or Epidant, as it is actually known. And then we're probably going to end the episode. Because we're coming towards the end. And that's essentially the way it works. I don't know where I was going with that. So, yes, I'm improving my war thing, which is great, because that means my levy size is going up. But I will probably have to start fabricating claims on maybe Ireland. I'm going to become a falconer. And there we go. What does falconer give you? Martial? Diplomacy. Diplomacy? Fair enough. So, yes, we're going to end the episode there. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time.